my mat. We start on a laying position on our back in butterfly. You might know it by now. So you make yourself very comfortable. You bring your soles together and your knees falling towards the ground. If that's too much for your hips or your knees, especially when you being here for a moment, you can prop it, like I said, with pillows, with blocks, with blankets. I'm gonna sit down soon just to talk to you, so I'm fine like this right now. But make sure that you can really release, and especially when we open our hips here and we want to protect the knees, it's sometimes nice to have a support. So you can really let go, especially when we're so comfortable and calm at the beginning. And then close your eyes. And bring one hand to your lower belly towards your pelvis or underneath your navel, and one hand to your heart. But for now, you don't have to do anything. Just breathe calmly into your body through your nose, in and out. And allow your awareness to follow the breath like a carriage into your body. And do a little check-in this morning. How do you feel? What do you bring to your yoga mat this morning? Who are you right now? And what do you need? And just observe without judging and embrace everything what's coming, even if you have distracting thoughts or tension in your body or whatever it is. Just let it be and allow it to be part of you right now. And today we're flowing through the water element, so especially today we can just let flow everything out what we don't need anymore. But I will speak about it later. And allow your body to really relax. And through your breath to let go of your thoughts, of everything distracting. And we start with the yogi breath. You can stay, I just let Ilyana in. I will explain the yogi breath in a moment. I will mute you, okay? We already started. Okay, great. So for you too, you can come on your back. We start in butterfly. You can just make yourself very comfortable with the others right now. Bring your soles together and open your knees, your hips. You can prop something underneath your legs, underneath your knees, if you feel like it's a little bit tense in your hips or in your knee joints, so you can be very comfortable. And then all together we place one hand underneath our navel and one on our heart. And we start with our yogi breath this morning. And while we inhale like a wave into our pelvis, into our lower hand, through our navel, our chest, into our upper hand. And while you exhale everything, every little piece of air still in your body. And when you inhale deep into your pelvis, into your lower hand, and you roll like a wave with this inhale over your upper body to your upper hand. And release every air out of your body with your exhale as you want to create a vacuum space in your body. And with your inhale, into your lower hand, into your core, up to your chest, into your upper hand, and exhale. Release. And continue with this breathing technique, this yogic breath, in your own rhythm. And like a wave, you can imagine that a wave of breath is flowing from your pelvis through your core into your heart. Because this breathing technique helps us to combine or to connect our upper body, our pelvis, our intuition with our heart, to really reconnect everything within us, and to use our whole breathing volume we have. So to engage really every part of our body and to let air and new energy flow through our body. And while you're staying with this yogic breath, I will sit down. You can stay in this position, but I can speak a little bit better when I'm sitting. And I will guide you out after. While you're staying with your yogic breath, and imagine already this wave flowing through your body, bringing the energy of your hips into your heart, opening your heart. I will introduce this topic to you. Today we reached the water element, and water is the main elixir, life elixir we have, and we all have 60 to 80% water within our bodies. So the water is a very important element in our life. It gives us life, it nourishes us, it cleans us, and many more things. And it can take so many different forms. So it can freeze, and it can become very hard. It can be snow. It can be, when it's cooking, dust. And it can be liquid form. So water can take every form. And when we see a water like the ocean, or maybe a sea, a lake, and we know that the water is very deep, we mostly can't see the ground. And this is a beautiful symbol for the depth of the water and the depth of our soul and of our being. And at the same time, water can be very strong. It can become a tsunami. It can be very wild, and it can be incredible calm, as it's almost not moving anymore. And today we want to calm the waters. We want to really calm down. And in the middle of our class, we will do a little Qi Gong session I learned from Johnny. And it's called Calming the Waters of the Heart. And this is our topic for today. We want to calm the waters of our heart. We want to invite peace. We want to invite this calm energy. And at the same time, we want to really flow. We want to allow the energy in our body to flow, and to let like tense energy or pain or everything what is stuck within us really flow, and maybe even flow out of our body. This is what the water helps us with. But for now, take another yogi breath from deep of your pelvis into your heart. We will do a lot of hip openers today, because we say on the in the body, like different parts of our body are connected to different qualities. And we say that in our hips and our pelvis, very often we have emotions we didn't process yet, or a lot of emotions can stuck in our pelvis energetically. So we want to open it and let it flow today. And slowly you can release your hands. You can help with your hands to bring your knees together. Very gently roll to your favorite side. And with closed eyes, you can find into a sitting position of your choice. You don't have to sit in crossed leg. You can sit however you feel comfortable. Maybe you have a little blanket or pillow underneath your butt, so your spine can be straight and your hips can be straight. So our energy can already flow here, and we sit comfortable. And then whenever you're ready, bring your hands to your thighs. And then we start with circles within our spine and our upper body, over our hips, to warm up our hips and to release every tension in our hips and our spine, to warm them up. And this is a good moment to reconnect with yourself, to ask yourself, what kind of movements do I need today? Do I need very slow movements? Should they be very wide or very small? A bit faster, a bit more dynamic? What do you need this morning? And then change the direction, and you can also move your shoulders, your neck, and stay with this quality, with this feeling of flowing today. In every position we do, even if it's a little bit more static, you can feel this wave flowing through you, this wave of cleansing water, what is calming our hearts, what is helping us to release. And slowly come to a neutral position again. Bring your fingertips in front of you. With your inhale, raise your heart. And exhale, bend your back, round in your spine. Once more, inhale, raise your heart. Shoulders are far away from your ears. And exhale, round in your spine. Navel pulls toward your spine. Once more. Also here, like a wave through your spine. And then with your next inhale, you walk with your fingertips to the front. And you can bring your blanket or your pillow to the side. So you land in tabletop. Your fingers are wide spread and underneath your shoulders. And we flow through cat-cow for a moment. With your inhale, raise your heart again. And exhale, round in your spine. 2 more times here. If you want to, you can also circle like a snake. I always like it to circle from the left to the right and the other way around, and to engage my shoulders, also my hips. So you can really feel that so many parts of your body start moving and flowing. And in yoga, we always want to connect our movements with our breath. Don't pressure yourself here, but you can always think about connecting the pace of your movements to your breath. And then you walk your hands a little bit more to the front, and we flow to the mini vinyasa. With your inhale, roll to the front so your hip can come to the ground, your shoulder base flowing like a waterfall towards your lower body. And exhale, circle over the right side to child's pose. So your sitting bones coming to your heels. And with your inhale from the left side again to cobra or upward facing dog. Only go as much inside here as you want to back bend at the beginning. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale up in your own pace, your own dynamic. And you can feel how we're waking up this morning, our body. And with your inhale, raise your heart, welcome the new day. And exhale, release and turn inward. Engage your shoulders and your core, what gives you always a little stability, and change the direction. So feel a little side stretches, a long spine, and an open heart, wide shoulders here. And once more. And then you can come to neutral tabletop position. We engage always our core, so you don't have to bring a lot of tensity in your core, but make sure that your navel always pulls towards the spine a little bit to protect and to to protect your spine through your core. And you bring your left foot back, tuck your toes under. Your heel pulls back, so we stretch our backside of our left leg. And then the right leg can go a little bit back for more stability. You come to your inside of your left foot, and then you raise your left arm towards the ceiling. And then you pull your left fingertips over your head, so you stretch the whole left side here. Very nice side stretch. So we want to open the side of our bodies. If you want to, you have strong shoulders, you can place your left foot really good on the ground, and you can come to a little side balance in raising your right leg, a little power, and bring it back. Maybe once more. A little strength here in our body, in the shoulder and core and back. And if you want to, from here, you can raise your left leg, engage your thigh and your butt. Give yourself a smile and your chest rotates open. And exhale, release your leg and your arm. Come back to the center. And then bring the right foot back. And first, pull your right heel back. Feel the nice stretch in the backside of your leg. And then you can find stability here. Come on the inside of your right foot. Raise your right arm. The right shoulder over the left one in one line. And then your right fingertips over your head. So you find a very nice stretch from the outside of your right foot to the fingertips of your right hand. And if you want, you find stability in your left arm and you raise your left leg. Just for a moment, you can bring it back whenever you want. With your next exhale, you can raise it again. Just if you want to invite a little power and strength here. And if you want, you can also lift your right leg. This is like a crescent moon on the ground. One exhale. And come back to the center. I'll take my socks off. If you have socks on, you can take them off now because it's going to be too slippery. It's better without socks. You can come back to tabletop, come on your soles and come to your hands. Open your feet like a little bit more than hip distance apart and your toes like 45 degrees in yogi squat. But we want to be gentle with our hips. You can do this little movements. Also here, imagine that you're sitting in water, maybe in the ocean, in a river or in a lake. And it's gently moving you from the left to the right. Gently opening your body. Gently allowing emotions and tension, everything energy flow through your body. And from here, come still into yogi squat. If that's too much for your knees, you can stay a little bit higher here, then it's more for your thighs. Or you sit down, your tailbone is pulling towards the ground, your chest is open here, and your crown is growing towards the sky. One breath here. And then you bring your hands to the ground and slowly lift your hips. So you come to a standing position. With your inhale with a long spine, half forward fold. And exhale, forward fold. Your knees are bent, so you can place your belly on your thighs. And then you can make a little movements here. Your legs are engaged and your upper body is flowing like a waterfall towards the ground. And then from here, bend your knees a little bit more and roll vertebrae per vertebrae up to standing position. Really feel every part of your spine, and finally the crown is the highest point. We come to Tadasana. This is our mountain pose. We find a lot of stability here. Open our palms to the front. And today, normally we're flowing through sun salutations in Vinyasa Yoga, and they increase a lot of energy, a lot of fire within us. We'll do that next week. And today we will flow through a moon salutation because the moon is so connected with the water and gives us the energy of calming down, opening the hips, closing the hips. So it's really beautiful. And the moon salutation is like a cycle, you will see. And we will move our feet a lot, like changing the positions of our feet, changing the positions of our hips. So we will do it very slowly at the beginning. So come like towards the end of your mat. Bring your arms up. Interlock your fingers, and with your exhale, bend to the right side. Inhale, center, and exhale to the left. And with your inhale, to the center, long spine. Exhale again to the right. You find balance on both feet, especially on the left one right now. Inhale, center, exhale to the left. And a lot of balance now on the right foot. Inhale, center. Then you open your right foot. So we're coming to C-star. I think it's called C-star in English. Inhale here and exhale. Bend your knees. We come to goddess pose. We open our arms. Inhale, C-star again. And exhale, goddess pose. A beautiful hip opener and opener for our whole system. Inhale, up again. Then we move the right foot to the front of the mat. We come to Trikonasana, to our triangle. Our arms and on one level with our shoulders, and our shoulders flow softly down, away from our ears. And inhale, bend forward. Pull your hand forward. And exhale. Bring your right hand to your leg, your left hand towards the ceiling. And you rather stay a little bit more lifted, more up, and you rotate your chest so your heart and your chest is open. Then coming too much down, and then you fall towards the ground. So you're really, really open here. One more breath. And exhale, rotate, windmill your left arm to the ground. Close your feet a little bit more. Your left foot is in a 40-degree angle. And your right knee is slightly bent. Inhale like a half forward fold, and exhale, fold over your right leg. This is pyramid pose. And inhale here, straighten your spine, and exhale, release. We pulsate here like a wave in every position today. So little tiny movements, always with your inhale, straighten, exhale, release. Once more, like a wave through your spine. And from here, open your leg a little bit more again. And then bring your left leg to the ground for Anjalayasana. And lift your arms and your heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, come a little bit up, straighten your lower back and your core. And exhale, you can sit a little bit more into your psoas muscle. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. We come to Skandasana on our right foot. We can tuck our toes under, the heels lifted, and our left leg is in one line with our heel, toes are tucked. Come with your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, raise your heart. Exhale, round in your spine. Once more. Raise your heart with your inhale. Exhale, round in your spine. And we walk with our fingers towards the left side from a very deep squat here to the left foot. So we just changed the side. Inhale, raise your heart, and exhale, round in your spine. These movements can be tiny, just to have this flowing movement and energy within us. And now we turn towards the back side of our mat. So we turn towards our left leg. Like I said, it's a circle. You will see what I meant with that. And inhale, raise your arms. So we're in Anjalayasana, low lunge, on the left side now. Inhale here, raise your heart. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Tuck your right toes under, lift your leg, and make this step a little bit shorter. We come in pyramid. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, flow over your left leg. Once more, like a wave in your spine. Your left hip pulls a little bit back, so your hips are in one line and straight. And make the step a little bit wider. Your back foot, so the right foot parallel to the short side of the mat, and watermill your right arm up for Trikonasana. So the right arm is open towards the ceiling, your left hand on your thigh or a little bit lower. If that's okay for your neck, you can look towards the ceiling. And you can lean back in your body. So your body is just in one line. Imagining you're leaning against a wall. One more breath here. And with your inhale, pull your right arm up. You come back to C-star. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, C-star, and step to your right foot. So you can see this was one circle. We did it a little bit slowly, and it might be a little bit confusing at the beginning, especially when you're not so familiar with all the asanas. But maybe in the second round now, you can just try to let your body flow like a wave is taking you and flowing you around, and try to not overthink it, but just flowing with me. Inhale, raise your arms, interlock your fingers, and exhale, bend to the right side. Like a crescent moon here. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Once more with your exhale, bend to the right side. Inhale, center, long spine. Engage your core. Exhale to the left. Inhale here, open your left leg. So you're in C-star, and exhale, sit down into goddess pose. Once more, up. Exhale, sit a little bit more down, but your upper body is straight. Once more. Engage your thighs. Inhale up, lift your arms. Now your left foot is looking towards the end of your mat. Flip your hand, pull with your left hand to the left, and exhale, calm down for triangle. Your right hip pulls a little bit more up to be above your left hip. Nice hip opener here. Inhale and exhale, rotate your right arm down. Adjust your feet a little bit. Inhale, straighten your spine, and exhale, flow over your left leg for pyramid. Once more, keep your knees slightly bent to protect your joint. And keep this wave, this quality of water in your body. It really makes a difference. And then adjust your feet again, a little bit wider step, and then bring your right leg to the ground. Normally, you look to the back of your mat like I do right now. Inhale, raise your arms, Anjalayasana. Exhale, sit down a little bit more, and then pull your left hip a little bit back. When we do hip openers, it's important to have stable and straight hips, so they're not like unstable and but they give you strength and a lot of stability. And then with your exhale, bring your fingers to the ground. Come in Skandasana on your left foot. Bring your left fingertips to the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm. Once more. Big circle in your shoulder. And then walk from a deep squat here to your right foot. Place your right fingertips on the ground. Raise your left arm. Once more. Circle in your shoulder. And then with your exhale, you move towards your right leg. And now you face the front of the mat. Inhale, come up, Anjalayasana. Exhale, sit down. Nice hip opener and stretch for the psoas muscle. Once more. And bring your hands to the ground, tuck your left toes under, lift your left leg, adjust your feet here. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, long spine and engaged core. And exhale, release your upper body so you can flow. And if your fingers are too low here, you can always place blocks underneath you, or you just stay a little bit more elevated if that's too low for you. Just see how your body feels. Adjust your feet. Inhale, come into triangle. Raise your left arm, look to the ceiling, and try to be really in one line with your whole body as you lean against the wall. One more breath. With your inhale, pull your left hand up. We come to C-star. Inhale, exhale, goddess pose. Inhale up, exhale, goddess pose. Inhale up, and then we step to the left foot. We're at the end of the mat. Now we flow again through the Moon Salutation, but we will bring a few new asanas inside our flow. So we bring balance to our left foot. We bring our right leg towards the chest. We tuck our toes to protect our joint. And then we place our right ankle on our left thigh. Raise your arms. And from here, bend your left leg. It's a very balancing position. It's the flying pigeon and also nice hip opener. So raise your arms towards the ceiling, open your chest, bring your hands to your heart, maybe sit a little bit lower, and you can feel this nice stretch in your hips here. One more breath, give yourself a smile, relax, take it playful. Arms up again, bring the right leg to the right side, open to C-star. Exhale, goddess pose. Bring your hands to your thighs so you can sit very stable. Inhale here and exhale, twist to the left side. So you look over your left shoulder. Maybe you can feel a nice twist in your right back. Inhale, center, exhale to the left side. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Let your knees bend to the left side. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, straighten your legs. Then your right foot adjusts so it looks towards the front. Prepare for Trikonasana. With your inhale, flip forward. As you have like a piece of wood here you want to bend over. And from here with your exhale, you just bring your shoulders and your hands above each other. With your exhale, rotate your arm like a windmill from the back to the front. And your upper body follows. You look at your hands so we can widen our perspective with our eyes. Also here, flowing movement in our shoulder. And the next time the arm comes down, you prepare for pyramids. Adjust your legs and your feet. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, flow down. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, you can walk your fingers back so you feel a little bit more stretch in the back side of your right leg. Or you can also try to bring your hands to your leg so you have a little bit more balancing aspect here, so you can play around. The quality of water is also playful. Once more here. And then release, bring your fingers to the ground, adjust your legs, come down with your left leg. Inhale, Anjalayasana. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, lean back into the back side of your heart. your lower back is stable, your core is engaged, and you just lean back from your upper spine into the back side of your heart. Nice heart opener here, stretch in your front body. And exhale, release. Now you can place a blanket or something like this underneath your knee just to protect your knee, or you just flip the mat so it's a little bit brighter, so your knee joint is protected. And then you can bring your left heel towards your left butt, and you take your left foot into your hands. If that's hard for your balance, you can leave your right hand on your right thigh, or you take both hands. You can roll a little bit over your knee joint so you're not right on the joint. That's mostly more comfortable. Look to the front and you can feel that your shoulders are wide open here. And you can stay either here or you release your left arm, bring it to the ground in one line with your right foot, and then twist to the right. So you look over your right shoulder and your right hand still keeps your left foot. And also here, even if it's pretty static, try to feel this wave in your body. When you exhale, twist a little bit more to the right. And exhale, bring your upper body more towards the ground. Inhale, open, and exhale up. If that feels good, to have a little movement in your body. One more breath here. And then release your foot very gently. Bring your blanket to the side. Inhale here, raise your heart, and then you come to your right foot, to Skandasana. Place your right fingers on the ground. Inhale, open. Exhale to the ground. Walk from the very deep lunge or squat to your left foot. Place your left fingers on the ground. Inhale, open. And then walk towards the left foot. So we on the left side, we're facing the back side of our mat. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten your lower back, engage your core. And exhale, lean back out of the back side of your heart. Only from your upper spine. So you protect your lower back. It keeps straight, muscles engaged. And exhale, come down. Bring your blanket or fold your mat underneath your knee. Come up here and then you bring your right heel towards your butt. Take your heel or your foot in your right hand, maybe also in your left hand. You can give your soul a little massage with your thumbs. Very rarely we have the occasion that we can massage our own feet. When we do yoga, we can. From here, we can release our right arm and place it on the ground. And look over the left shoulder for this nice twist. And we can keep the right foot in our left hand. And also here you can flow a little bit with your inhale, twist a little bit more open, and exhale, lower. It can also be just like a movement, a tiny movement, a few inches, a little bit more, however it feels good for you. Once more. And from here, you release your leg. Bring your blanket to the side and tuck your toes under. Come to a pyramid here. Raise your legs and straighten your legs. Inhale, long spine, straight spine, and exhale, melt over your left leg. A little bit pulsing. As you inhale, straighten your spine, and with your exhale, your head flows a little bit more towards your left foot. You If you want, you could either walk back with your fingertips towards your back foot for a little bit more stretch in your back side of your leg, or for more balance, you bring your hands to your left leg. This is a very calming asana, a calming position here when it comes to calming the waters of the heart. So this water energy within us is not getting too wild, it's calming down. One more breath here, and inhale, adjust your feet, and with your inhale, rotate your right arm up, so we come into Trikonasana in our triangle pose. And then with our breath, we make big circles with the right arm, opening our shoulders, mobilize our shoulders, and while we follow the hand with our eyes, we can widen the ankles of our eyes, we can widen our perspectives, so we're getting more flexible in our mind, also in our body, of course. And come back to neutral position. One more breath here. And then with your inhale, pull with your right hand up. We come to Caesar. Exhale, goddess pose. One more, bring your hands to your thighs. Engage your thighs here. Inhale, raise your chest, and exhale, twist to the left side. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Really enjoy it. This nice little twist. It's almost like a detox here, that we squeeze everything out. And we come back to the center. Release and step to your right foot. And flying pigeon we also do on this side. We always want to balance both sides. So find stability on your right foot. Raise your left knee into your chest. Tuck your toes. And then place your left ankle on your right thigh. And it's allowed to fall out and in, be very playful here. Raise your arms. And exhale, bend your right leg. Bring your hands to your heart. And you can really feel it. You can open your knee a little bit more here. Engage your toes, please, to protect your knee joint. We want to feel it in our hip. Very beautiful. One more breath. Give yourself a smile. Be playful like the water. And release. Bring your left leg up and exhale into Sea Star. Swim up. And exhale down. From here, we come once more up and exhale into a forward bend. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale. Step back with your right foot and come up with your arms. So we in a warrior one variation, we will come to our Qi Gong exercise. And I will explain you a lot. So the left leg is in the front and it's slightly bent. Your step is not so far, you're really stable. So your hips facing the front of the mat and your feet are almost like in a trailway, parallel to each other. And you bring your hands to your heart. I will show you the movement so you can look at it. But first I explain. So we all imagine where we have our hands on our heart, that we standing in shoulder deep water. So we're standing in the ocean or maybe in a lake or in a deep river. We're standing shoulder deep in the water. And while we're doing the movements, I will show you the movements with our inhale. We raise our arms to the front, make a big circle, everything in heart level. Bring our hands back to the heart. Inhale, bend your front leg slightly. And exhale, bend your elbows and come back with your hands. And your hands all the time stay in heart level and your palms facing the ground. So you can imagine that with your inhale, wave of the water is flowing into your heart, and with your exhale, the wave is flowing out. And with your palms, you're gently touching the surface of the water. And you can feel the softness and maybe the coolness of the water, the refreshing, clear blue water flowing in and out of your heart. And you don't have to move your upper body. You just bend your front leg slightly and bend your back leg slightly. So one of the philosophies in Qi Gong is, and that's wonderful to combine with yoga, is that you only engage these parts of the body you have to engage right now. And that you let go of every tension in your body. So you completely try to relax while you're doing this movement. You try to relax and release everything you don't have to engage right now. So for example, your head, your face, your jaws, your lungs, your chest, even your shoulders and your spine, your pelvis. Everything can deeply relax. Let go of every tension. But also the parts of your body moving right now, they only as engaged as they have to. So maybe you can see that you really relax your shoulders, your arms, your legs while you're doing these movements. As this gentle wave of the water, letting you flow forth and back, as you don't have to do anything by yourself. And take a couple more breaths for that. It's kind of like a moving meditation, what we're doing here right now. And I had to do it a few times to really feel the effects, to really feel comfortable with that. But it's wonderful, and maybe you can already feel that it's giving you a lot of peace, that it's calming you down, and that you really can imagine this waters in your heart calming down, being gentle, cleaning you, and letting everything flow very gently. Once more. And then you release, you just step forward with your right leg, close your eyes, your palms are open, and just feel. And just let your breath flow however it comes naturally. And feel into your body, into your whole system. What did it do to you? Which effects did it have? It's always nice after a few movements to be quiet and to give your body and your whole system the time to integrate. Maybe also in your body you can really feel, you almost feel like unbalanced because we did one side. I can really feel the difference right now in my hips and in my legs. And from here you step back with your left foot, and we do it on the other side. It's always so important to balance both sides out. So make sure you have the most comfortable stand here. Bring your hands to your heart. Find a little clarity within you first, and peace in your heart. And especially stability in your body, so we can really flow through these movements with a lot of balance. And you can start. So you inhale, open, and exhale, come back. And only move your legs really, and your arms, your shoulders, and everything else can be extremely relaxed and still. Connect to your breath, to your movements. And maybe you can really imagine standing in shoulder deep water. Maybe you can even imagine where you are in a specific place on the ocean, in a lake or a river, a place you like to visit, or a fantasy place. And really see that this clear blue water is not only touching your skin, but it's touching your whole body from the inside. And it's flowing a little wave in and out of your heart. Washing everything out you don't need anymore, every bad thoughts, every emotion, every struggle, every fight, every tension, everything you don't need anymore. You don't even have to think about it. It's just washing out everything. And at the same time, rejuvenating your body, cleansing every cell of your body, cleansing every part of your mind, your psyche, and giving you a very deep peace in your heart. As you create the most beautiful mountain lake with clear blue magic water in your heart. Maybe you close your eyes if they were open for the last 3 times. Stay with it for 2 more breaths. Release everything you don't need to engage. Relax your mind. And last one. And from here, release. Step forward with your left foot into Tadasana and take a few moments. And then just without many movements, just come down on your knees. And place your hands on your thighs and keep your eyes closed. And give you a moment to feel, to integrate. And feel this peace, calming the waters of the heart. To me, this name of this Qi Gong exercise really connects to what I'm feeling after doing it. Maybe you feel the same about it. And out of this relaxed state, we flow through a few more movements of our yoga class, but maybe try to take this quality of Qigong through the next movements, that you really just engage as much as necessary your body. You know, when we go to the different positions, it's good to have a little strength, a little tension, just as much as we need, but we try to relax everything else. From here we come slowly to a tabletop position, and then we bring our left leg to the front. We were here already a few times today in Anjalayasana. We raise our hands. And maybe you do just very gentle, slow movements after this deep relaxation we had. Inhale here, and exhale, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to the ground and lengthen your spine for mini pyramid here. We're flowing dynamically. Inhale, raise your arms as you swim through deep waters, and exhale, straighten your leg, bend forward, maybe with your fingertips on the ground or with your hands lifted to the back. Inhale up, raise your heart, and exhale, mini pyramid. Like a swimming position here, we continue with this picture of the wave flowing through in and out of our body. 2 more times here. When we're in Anjalayasana, We walk the left foot a little bit more to the left. Place your right hand on the ground and then bring your left hand to your left knee and open it a little bit. And then twist to your left side. So we really open our body into every direction here. So your crown is pulling to the front, your right heel to the back, and your hips opening to the right and the left side, and you twist up. So you imagining that this calm waters in your heart are really taking every space around you and becoming a deep ocean or a deep lake, the depths of your soul, of your being. And exhale, release. And then you need a blanket or a pillow, and maybe you fold it so it's really high, so it can give you really help here. And then you walk your left foot to the right side, so you have an ankle here in your left leg. We come to pigeon pose. Maybe it's a 90-degree ankle. For me, it's definitely less because my hips are always pretty tight. And then you tuck your right toes under, maybe you walk a little bit back. And inhale, raise your heart, and exhale, release. Find the right position and only come as much inside, like maybe 70%, but not more. And this blanket or pillow is underneath your whole hip, underneath your left sitting bone to give you a lot of stability. Place your fingertips to the front, raise your heart, and exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, come up again, exhale, bend your elbows. Do this a few times. Again, this wave flowing in and out of your body, calming the waters of your heart, of your system. With your exhale, you can imagine that you release everything you don't need anymore. You can give it to the water, and it's flowing into the ocean, into the endless ocean. And from here, if you feel good, you can come to your forearms, or you can even bring your head to the ground. And that's a very deep stretch for the left side of your left butt, for your hip. So make sure you're breathing deeply in and out. You're kind to yourself. These deep stretches, and especially the static stretches, sometimes want to bring you out. Sometimes your mind is so loud that you feel like, oh, I stop my yoga practice here. It's too much. I really hate it. That can happen. It definitely happens to me sometimes. So just observe that and embrace it and stay with it. And just breathe. And imagine these waves flowing in and out you. Make sure your left knee doesn't hurt. If it hurts, then come out a little bit more. And you can stay here, or you can come on your fingertips again. I show you a few variations. You could come in, but you don't have to. They're very advanced. So there are multiple steps. You can just stay in. That's totally fine. And even for me, some days I want to go further and sometimes not. But for the ones who want to explore a little bit, so you can come on your fingertips, raise your heart. That's the queen of the pigeon. If you want, you can go further and bend your right leg and take it in your right hand. That's the queen of the pigeon. You can stay here, what is wonderful. Or you bring your right foot in your right elbow. You can stay here. Or you bring your left arm behind your head and bring your hands together. And I would just tell you, it's a very deep stretch. For me on this side, definitely a little bit harder. So please listen to your own body. Please respect your own boundaries. that you only go as far as it feels good. I don't want anyone injuring themselves, injure themselves. And from here you can come out wherever you are. We meet in this queen pigeon, and then we sit on our left side. We bring our right leg to the front. We bring both legs to the front. We can sit on this elevation or on this pillow or blanket. It's nice because then our hips are stable. And we can bring our hands up and exhale, come down towards your legs until your body says stop by himself. Inhale up and exhale like a wave down. Once more. And exhale down. You can bend your knees slightly, and you can just place your hands on the ground wherever they land. You can round in your spine also a little bit more if you want to. And even here, in this sitting forward fold, you can keep this movements, this little wave in you. Out of your heart. With your inhale, lengthen your spine a little bit more, and with your exhale, you fold over your legs a little bit more. Inhale, little tiny movements, but this wave is constantly moving and flowing. Once more here. And then slowly walk your hands back. So you come back to the sitting position. Wait a moment here. After these deep stretches, it's always good to give your body the time to orient, to rebalance again. And then we can bring our knees back into tabletop. And we can bring our right leg to the front. Bring your pillow to the side. Inhale, come up with your hands. Exhale, sit down. Your right leg is in the front. Inhale, open your heart, and exhale, straighten your leg. Bring your fingers to the ground like a half pyramid. Bend over. With your inhale, raise your arms, and exhale like a wave. Flow down, bend over. Inhale. I think this is a beautiful practice to also practice gratitude when you flow down, that you bow down in front of yourself, that you're taking this time to practice yoga, to do something for your body, for your mind, for your whole life. Maybe also for the people in your life. When you do yoga, when you're balanced and healthy, this is a great gift for everyone around you too. And maybe you can feel gratitude for your life also. And once more. And from here we bend our front leg. We walk the right foot more to the right side, so we have a lot of space between our left hand and the right foot. We place our right hand on our right thigh, open our knees, so maybe we can see our right sole. And look over your right shoulder, and you can feel here, this is a beautiful asana to stretch our body in all different directions and to widen our body and our whole system, to become more flexible, first of all in our mind, our soul, and then of course also in our body. But the flexibility in our body is not so important. This is just a beautiful side effect that we feel just better and more healthy. And when we get a little bit more flexible in our body, then we also get more flexible in our mind, in our whole life, in our attitudes. And that's beautiful, because then we're getting more strong and more healthy in our whole life. And release here. Walk your foot back and take your blanket again or your pillow and place it already underneath you. And then you walk your right foot to the left side. So you find an ankle in your right leg. Tuck your left toes under and walk your left leg a little bit back. It's straight behind you. And just find the position that you can stay here for a few moments. And especially support your pelvis and your right sitting bones, that you're really stable here. And bring your fingertips to the ground. And with your inhale, raise your heart. And exhale, flow towards the ground. And do that a few times. Connected to your own breathing rhythm. And maybe you can even realize that your breath sounds wave flowing in and out your body. That you're just moving with these waves. And you have even the feeling that you don't control these movements, that you don't think about them, that you just let them flow with these waves coming in and out you. And if you want, you can come to your forearms. You can stay here, that's totally fine, or you lower a little bit. You can also bring your forehead to the ground. And send your breath, these waves of breath, into your pelvis, because your pelvis is very open here right now. We work with the lower tissue and stretch them, engage them. And relax your belly, relax your spine, relax your heart. And maybe think about this yogi breath from the beginning, that you breathe in from your pelvis, from your hips, over your navel, your core, your sternum, into your heart. And exhaling out, let the wave go, let everything flow out with this wave. Everything you don't want anymore. And inhale from your pelvis, we reconnect all the important parts of our body. You can stay here for a few more moments, or you come up with me on your fingertips again. Slowly movements here. You can stay here in the queen pigeon, or you bend your left knee. Maybe that's already something you could try out if you want to experiment a little bit. So you can just take your left foot in your left hand. You can stay here, or you bring your foot in your left elbow. And it took me a while to figure this position out, so please don't be eager with yourself. Don't force yourself anywhere. Or you can bring your right arm behind your head. And this is the mermaid pose, by the way. I didn't tell you at the beginning. Very beautiful for our topic. But like I said, you can be a mermaid in every position, so you don't have to come here for that. Wherever you are, take another deep breath. Give yourself a smile. Playfulness of the water. And then release slowly. Come to the front. Now you can bring the blanket out or a little bit lower. And once more, bring your legs to the front. Place your sitting bones equally on the ground. Straighten your spine, lift your arms, and exhale. Come down with your belly on the thighs. You can bend your knees as much as you want to. A little bit flowing also here. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, melt over the legs. These forward bends, maybe you can already feel that they calm you down. And when we had very powerful, fiery classes, what we didn't have today, but even today we increased a lot of energy, and it's always nice to balance it out through forward bends. Give you a lot of stability, relaxation and calmness. One more breath here. And slowly walk your fingertips up towards your body again. Find into your straight position. And from here, I turn around. You can just stay wherever you are. You can bring your hands to your knees and slowly, vertebrae per vertebrae, you can roll on your back. And bring your feet mat distance apart and your knees come together in the middle. Your hands are open, or maybe one hand is on your belly, one on your heart, whatever feels good. And in this position, it's so wonderful because our hips, our pelvis, and also our belly and our spine can really release. And we engaged our hips, our hip openers, our hip joints a lot, our pelvis, also the deep, deep tissue. And it's very nice to really give them time to release again. From here you can open your arms and then you can just windshield. I don't know how it's called in English. Let your knees fall from the right to the left. And you can feel how this little movement's like going like a wave from your tailbone, from the lowest part of your spine, like a wave to your crown, to your neck. Releasing your spine, releasing every last tension in your body and giving you balance. And then when your knees at the right side, you can let them here for 2 breaths. For a little twist, if you want to, you can look to the ceiling or to the left side. Close your eyes. For a nice little twist at the end to support this detox effect, to give our organs a little massage, to activate our metabolism and our blood circulations in our body and in our organs, our digestive system. Inhale, center. And exhale, let them fall to the left side. And you can look to the right shoulder. You can already imagine, while you're closing your eyes and calming down more and more, that with every exhale, you can let everything go. You don't need any more. And even if it's just like toxics from, I don't know, the mobile phone or food or a fight or thoughts you had in your mind or struggles or worries, maybe even physical pain, whatever it is, you can give it to the waves and let it flow out of you. Inhale, come back to the center. If you need a final movement, please do it, and then you can prepare for Shavasana. So maybe you bring your knees to your chest again, or you want to open your legs once more, or whatever you need, just do it. Mostly our body knows from its intuition what it needs, or maybe you want to go to Shavasana right away. And then you can make yourself very comfortable and warm. I get my socks again. So if you have a blanket, take this blanket or pillow underneath your head. It's also nice to bring something underneath your knees, so your lower back has a little support. So you find in a very comfortable laying position. The most important asana in this whole yoga class is Shavasana. What gives us really the possibility to integrate everything we did. If we wouldn't take this time, it would have been a nice class, but our whole system, our body wouldn't have the time to really process it, to integrate it. So it's important to take at least 2 minutes of Shavasana. We have a little bit more time, luckily. So make yourself as comfortable as possible. Be very warm and cozy. I will sit down soon just to hold space, and I will guide you out when we are done. You can just lay like you prepare yourself for a deep, long sleep. And I will guide you through little journeys, through little meditation. If you don't feel you want to follow, then just thrive wherever you want to thrive. You can also fall asleep, or you just follow my voice into a little journey. If you want to follow me, if you want to meditate with me, then bring your awareness to your heart. And imagine that there's a golden carriage. The golden carriage is your breath. And with your awareness, with your whole awareness, your whole being, you follow this carriage into your heart. And you can sink deeper and deeper into your heart. You can relax deeper and deeper. Your body feels like warm water flowing on the ground, so it's really relaxed and soft and light. So your awareness, your subconsciousness can follow deeper and deeper into your heart. And while it's climbing deeper and deeper within you, you reach a place in nature, a mountain place. And look around. You see these mountains surrounding you. And you see with your eyes all the colors, everything around you, nature. It's a very peaceful, quiet place. And it's only you and nature, maybe animals. Look around and see what you can see in this place in the mountains. It's a place within your heart. So maybe you have been already there, maybe you know where you are, maybe it's a new place, maybe it's out of this world. So you really soak in every impression you get with your eyes. Then you smell this fresh nature, the nature of a forest, the smell of grass, and the fresh mountain breeze. And you feel warm sun on your skin, a little breeze. And you can listen to the sound of nature. And while you're focusing on listen, you hear water flowing. And you follow the sound. And every step you take is very calm and relax you more and more. This is the most peaceful place you've ever been in your life. And while you're walking, you're reaching a beautiful lake with clear blue fresh water, a mountain lake. It's turquoise color. The sun is shining and glittering on the surface. And you see a beautiful waterfall flowing into the lake. And because it's nice and warm outside, you immediately feel the need to take a swim in this beautiful lake. So you just jump into the lake, or you sit down, feel with your toes the coolness, the freshness of the sea, of the lake, and then you dive into it. You can feel while your body is touching the water, while the water is surrounding and embracing your body, your skin, that you feel how refreshing and rejuvenating this water is. And we swim through this lake towards the waterfall, and you feel like a water being, like a mermaid or a fish or a dolphin or frog, like a water being, just flowing gently and easy and light through the water. And when you reach the waterfall, you climb out and you stand underneath the waterfall, take a shower underneath the waterfall. And you realize that this is not just ordinary water, it's magical water, magical clear mountain water. And it's not only touching your skin, your surface, but it's really touching your inside, the inside of your body and your psyche. So you feel that the water is flowing through your brain, through your head, through your face, and is cleansing. It's cleansing everything. It lets everything flow out. It's carrying everything out of your body, what you don't need anymore. All thoughts, your mindset, what is distracting you sometimes, pain, stress, overthinking. Everything can flow out while this magical water is touching your head. It's flowing lower into your throat. You can see that every cell in your throat is shining and vibrating. Every darkness is flowing out. You can find your voice again. And it's continue flowing, and it's flowing through your chest, through your shoulders, and cleaning your chest, cleaning your heart. It's opening your heart, and it's freeing your heart from all the walls you built through your life around your heart. It's flowing every pain out of your heart, every struggle, every darkness in your heart is shining, and it's flowing through your organs, through your lungs. You feel like you can breathe deeply again. You can really realize that you don't control your breath, that life is breathing you, and your lungs expanding more than they could ever expand before. And then it's cleaning and healing every organ in your body. It's detoxing your organs. It's refreshing. It's healing all the cells, all the toxics of food or emotions getting clean, flowing out, flowing through your pelvis. All the stuck emotions, every pain is flowing out here. Every hesitation, every problem of self-confidence, every softness in your body. And it's flowing through your legs, giving you a lot of stability and grounding. And you can feel that your whole body is shining and vibrating in this refreshing, cleansing, new energy. And you feel more alive than you ever felt before. And at the same time, you're so energized and in peace and calm. And you can feel the stillness within you. And while you realize that time seems to stop here, only this moment exists, nothing else. You really integrate this new being, this new feeling, this new healed version of yourself.
when you feel that this process is finished, you're going back into the water, and with the biggest smile on your face, with the most open heart, with joy and happiness and love, you're swimming back to the end of the lake, enjoying this beautiful landscape, the sound of the waterfall, this beautiful, fresh, clear water. And you climb out and lay in the grass to get dry by the sun. And you realize that you're living more than you ever lived before. That you really feel alive. And that you realize what it means to be alive. And to be healthy, cleansed, refreshed. Enjoy this moment. And everything you experienced right now in this meditation, you bring back with your breath to your yoga mat, into your body. Because this happened in your heart, this happened in you. All of this happened within you. So you will carry it through your life. This new version of yourself. And then slowly start breathing deeper into your body as you slowly wake up out of a very long, deep sleep. And you slowly start moving your fingers, your toes, circle your wrists and your ankles, and slowly wake your body up very gently and bring your arms over your head, stretch. Kind of feel yourself in your body. How do you feel? And then roll to your favorite side. And take a breath here. And then slowly you can come to a sitting position with closed eyes. Just to finish the class here together. And bring your hands to your heart together. Bow down in front of your fingertips with your forehead. Give yourself the most beautiful smile and send it to your heart, send it to yourself, and thank yourself for participating in this class, for taking time to do yoga. And you did so much more than just moving your body. You're really dedicated to be a healthy and strong, the healthiest and strongest version of yourself. And I thank you so much for being here and for making this class possible. Namaste.